Raj here with Fund That Flip, here to introduce to you our newest video series, Flip the Script, where we give you a look to how real estate investors just like you bring value back into their communities. In this episode, we go on site in Columbus, Ohio to explore one of the projects of our borrowers. Let's take a tour of Betsy 614.
Hey, so I'm Sarah.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Nick.
And we're flipping Betsy 614 here in Southern Orchards, Columbus, Ohio. And I feel like this is your story, Jen. You brought us in for the ride.
Okay, so I'm a real estate agent and I send out mailers seeing if anybody was interested in potentially selling their home in this neighborhood, and got a call from Elizabeth Brown, who's the seller here, and she's the sweetest old lady, and by sweetest, she's also extremely sarcastic and curse a lot, and
we loved her.
She just became my automatic best friend.
Salt of the earth.
Yes, and I'm like, oh, twinning. So at that time, she wasn't ready to sell. She just said, hey, I'm not in a place where I feel comfortable. I've lived here for over 30 years. I'm not quite there yet. So I came back and met with her a few more times. We actually talked about just life stuff. You know, by the third time I was here, we were just hanging out. She told me about her family, the neighborhood, what it was like before. Just a great woman. Unfortunately, in September, she passed away. Her son knew that I was talking to her and would stop over here a bunch, so he gave me a call and just said, my mom really liked you. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, and she would love it if you were to sell her home for her. So just a really good story, and it super touched me. I did a walkthrough and was thinking about how much money could we get for this house and what I could sell it for, and I just couldn't let it go. I was like, I need to buy this house and do something with it. I've always wanted to go into the rehabbing business and investing, and so I took that information and I talked to a few investors, and they basically all laughed at me, which is totally fine. I knew a couple of things, and number one was that I did not have any experience. I didn't want to go into this by myself. So I thought, who is risky like me and willing to take a chance and loves really weird things like me? These guys, totally these guys. So called up Nick and Sarah, had them come see us, and took them through the property, and they loved it like I did, and they see the potential here. So I said, let's do this. Let's just go in 50-50, be complete partners, and start a business together.
Yeah, and so
that's it.
The business is Welcome Home.
Welcome Home 614.
Mm-hmm. And so we like to call this house, obviously on Instagram, it's hashtag Betsy 614.
Betsy.
Because Betsy. But also maybe Michelin house, marshmallow,
Cottage cheese.
cottage cheese.
But not when we're done. This is actually, this is such a unique property because it's one of the few double lots on this entire street. This is also a special street because investors have transformed about 50% of this already.
Yeah.
So when you're at that tipping point of 50%, it just makes everything, you can take a little bit more of a risk and you can put a little bit more into it because you know that the value is there. So we're sitting on a double lot, and we have a 3-car garage in the back, which I don't think, I actually walked down the alley and there's no 3-car garages on the street.
And 2 parking spaces.
And 2 parking spaces.
Yeah, next to it.
And this mess.
The messier before, like the better the after.
Even the houses that are falling apart on the street are not like this. So we're gonna re-stucco this. We're doing cedar trim. It's gonna be all natural cedar trim, and then cedar shake on all the eaves. It is gonna be stunning. And we're actually gonna paint the new stucco a charcoal. That's just gonna be this kind of
high contrast.
Yeah.
To make it pop.
Yeah.
So I think this used to hold like pots. Yeah.
Pots and plants.
We're gonna take that away and just kind of clean this up. Go for the less traditional and the more modern feel.
No, this is traditional. This is just like crazy town.
There you go. Crazy town, traditional.
Yeah, same thing.
All this is gonna get re-stuccoed, and we're gonna put cedar framing around all the windows. We're also gonna do cedar shake on all the eaves. We're gonna be knocking a lot of this down. I wanna have this be cedar beams as well, and then we're gonna get a cedar swing, and
then these 2 end caps are gonna be dark charcoal, and this guy will be white. And
the inside of the porch will be
which
white.
Sounds super contemporary, but also if you drive through German Village, which is a lot of historic and it has to get approved by the commission, there's a lot of black and white houses actually. It's just a nice classic combination that's gonna be very different from everything else you see on the street. Yeah, okay. And then you walk in, and this is the big living space.
I personally love the height of the ceiling. So 10-foot ceilings along the main corridor all the way down throughout the kitchen. We're leaving 2 original fireplaces. Because we can't take these down because they're amazing. So these will be completely restored. We're gonna put ventless gas fireplaces in here that are gonna be beautiful. The second one is in the master bedroom here. Our first master bedroom.
Yes, our first.
So this place has 4 bedrooms. One master is downstairs and one master is upstairs. So this is relatively small, but you have the pocket doors and it just has a lot of charm. And it'll fit a king size bed.
Yep, for sure.
Now, if you walk through here, you'll see that your master bath and master closet is almost the same footprint of the bedroom itself. So this is just an enormous closet that you're gonna be able to, I mean,
have all your things.
you could have a nursery in here.
Yeah. Exposed brick.
Yeah, exposed brick, and then that will be your double vanity and bathroom space over here.
Yeah.
This is getting walled off,
Yeah.
and access to the stairs is now on the other side, which we can take you over there now.
When you do flips, right, like you can't always just like spend, because then the whole, you know, we have to make money too. Like that's just the reality of it. We've got this brick chimney situation here that ideally, it would have been nice to take down and have completely open space, but it's just not in the budget. Okay, so what do? You make it a part of the space. You make it an architectural feature. So what we're gonna do is the kitchen is gonna be on the other side of it, but we're gonna connect the base cabinets to the chimney and make a little breakfast nook right here. So now we're connected, we're talking with the kitchen. It's one seamless space. And we also have this giant, I don't know, Nick, what's this opening over here? It's huge.
Yeah, it's over 4 feet.
Yeah. And we have an island here. We're gonna do I think we're gonna do like a color-based cabinet island, like a blue, glossy blue. So she's gonna have a modern feel to her.
Yeah, glossy white cabinets along the wall.
Yeah. Yep. So if I'm cooking and stuff, I can totally still talk to people sitting on the sectional, on the TV. I've already got this all staged. A dining table there, and then the most amazing pantry you've ever seen, because we have to work with the floor plan we have. It's huge. So we might even have like a cabinet here with a prep space, and then just like shelving all along here for just plenty of food storage, whatever kind of storage you want.
Yeah, I want to put a little wine fridge in there. I think it'll be.
I love that.
Yeah. And our garage is back there, so this will be where you come in from the porch. You can sit down, take your shoes off. Like everything's pretty thought out in terms of function. Right?
Yeah.
So we have.
So if you walk this way, you have a nice, large 5-foot hallway that, I guess that's like 6 feet over there. That's a big space.
Huge, yeah.
So this is a 5-foot hallway, and that's going to be your bathroom that's off the kitchen. And then you also have a laundry room down at the end before you go up to the upstairs.
Yeah. There's 2 bedrooms over here, and they'll have this bathroom to use.
Yeah. So the 2 bedrooms on the side are going to have access to this bathroom space.
Yeah. And then we have another suite upstairs.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Okay.
So this is our second master bedroom. Now we're actually going to preserve the vaulted ceiling right here, and then it's gonna drop down to a flat ceiling there. We have a large master closet, and then to the side of that, there's an attic space for tons of extra storage. Now when you first walk up the stairs, there's gonna be a linen closet for the bathroom. So this is where all your towels and stuff will go, and your master bath is gonna be on this side. So we're gonna be replacing these 2 windows with one frosted window over here, and this is where your 4-foot shower is going to be. Again, the vaulted ceilings, and then we're gonna have a double vanity where Jen is standing. And then behind the door by this exposed brick column, we're gonna have a little toilet room. So it'll just be nestled right in that space.
So we have 2 bedrooms over here. This is actually an addition. This home, before it was a residence, was a doctor's office. So these would be the these would be the rooms for the doctors. Up front was the waiting area. So there's a lot of unique little rooms in this house, and that's actually because it was originally a doctor's office. So I think we have, how many add-ons here, Nick? Like 3 additions to to this home?
Yeah, one above this, right? This is all one big add-on space.
And the back,
And
our
yeah.
dining room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun find. When we found this house, we did our first walkthrough, it was the kitchen. Come to find out that it was once a patio, which is fine and all, except they didn't do all the proper structural work to make it
So
an
new
interior
footers,
space.
new footers, and all that fun stuff that you don't always anticipate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Second bedroom, identical. But it makes us get a 4-bedroom house, which is pretty dope.
This window's gonna be bigger too. That's why it's kind of boarded up right now. We're gonna have it's more of an exterior thing, but that way, 2 windows on each side are gonna match.
Yeah, so it was a shorter window, so they actually have to get a concrete saw and cut down, so it's going to be the same width as the front window of the master bedroom.
Perfect.
So it's actually, I think it's 4 feet tall. It'll be nice and big. Yeah.
All right, we go look out and back.
Yeah. This deck that we're standing on is not to code, but it will be because we're going to tear it completely out and rebuild it.
Oh. Cool. Gosh, Nick, tell our friends the garage story.
So one day there is a garage where the roof is collapsing, and
And the wall also came down. Like
and the
it
walls-
looked like
yes.
Armageddon.
Yeah. So like we had to put metal rods down through the brick and pour mortar down into that to
Enforce the walls.
We had to enforce the footers. We're pouring a little. We haven't poured it yet, but we will be pouring a little driveway that
Right.
we're gonna have. That's,
Yeah,
I
let's
guess,
go take a look at
yeah. So the idea that I was thinking is we're gonna have, to save some money because of all the surprises that we've been having, is we're gonna do a night, and we kind of talked about this from the beginning. We're gonna have a 2-car garage right here, and then you have a whole additional bay that essentially can be a workshop. So
Storage, like whatever, you know,
Yeah.
whoever's gonna live here is gonna have so many options
Yeah.
because the house is where it is. Like there's not a lot of closet storage, but so like you know you can have.
And you still
This
have
will be great
two-
for bikes, especially with this neighborhood. A lot of people either have bikes or scooters. you
Yeah.
know.
And honestly, with this off-street parking, the depth is going to be able to fit 4 cars right there.
Yeah.
2 wide, 2 deep.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, technically, you can park 6 cars here and still have an entire single bay of storage,
Yeah.
which
Such a house party.
Wait.
right?
So yeah, that's Betsy.